Welcome to India, a land filled with magic, contrast, vibrance, chaos, charm, and mystery. From serene temples to bustling streets, ancient ruins to modern rhythms, India is a place where every moment feels alive with possibilities and stimulates all your senses at once. In this video, I'll be exploring Jaipur in the state of Rajasthan. Join me as I journey through its vibrant landscapes, uncovering hidden stories, unforgettable flavors, and the incredible warmth of the people. This is India, a world within a world waiting to be discovered.
Today I'm on a walking tour and we're near Amber Fort and we're going to be exploring the temples, the havalis, and the stepwells. So it's going to be an exciting, beautiful morning.
Jaipur is a treasure trove of architectural wonders, especially its temples, havalis, and stepwells, each reflecting a rich history and deep-rooted traditions. This place is full of amazing temples, especially near the stunning Amber Fort. One is the Jagat Shiromani Temple, dedicated to Lord Krishna and Mirabai. Its intricate carvings and beautiful architecture are captivating. And just a short stroll away is the Narsingh Temple, dedicated to Lord Vishnu. Here you can soak in the peaceful vibes.
See these incredible carvings behind me. These ones are in stone, but typically it's in a lime paste and it's called jali, and it's for airflow. It was also used for women to be able to see out, but no one could see them. So they would stand behind and be able to see what's going on, but no one could see them because they weren't allowed to be seen.
Well, like a typical wall anywhere here in Jaipur, as well in some parts of Amir, you will find the stone that was used to build them was quartzite, one of the hardest stone available there on the surface of earth. And on that, this lime plastering was done. So lime is like calcium carbonate, white in color, in which they used to add powdered brick, which makes it pink, molasses from sugarcane, turmeric to take care of fungus, and lentils to give it more strength. And if suppose there is a sixth layer, which is called as the Araish plastering, then they start adding eggshells into that. The best part about this lime is that it is a good insulator of heat. So during the summers, it's cooler. During the winters, it's warmer. So the town Amber got its name from this temple where we are standing now, which is Ambikeshwar Mahadev, which is a Shiva temple, and that form of Shiva, which is very closely associated with wealth. So this is where we are. So one of the most important temples that we are here in.
Here, I learned why you find Hindu temples wet all around the world. The story of the churning of the ocean of milk explains why many Shiva temples are kept wet. In this ancient tale, gods and demons churned the ocean to obtain the nectar of immorality. During the process, they released a deadly poison that threatened creation. To save the universe, Lord Shiva drank the poison, which turned his throat blue, earning him the name Nilkanth.
Shiva came forward and he just drank, and the moment the poison touched his mouth, his neck turned blue, and that is why he's called the one with the blue neck also. But that generated lots of heat inside him. So any temple you go anywhere in India, you will find people carrying water and putting it on Shiva lingams to pacify, so that the heat is taken care of. And that's the reason that you find Shiva temples very wet anywhere in the world.
I swear, every single corner of the city of Amber is a work of art. And the views, the views. I can't tell you how many times I just went, wow.
We're at the famous stepwells, which the best photo op ever. Look at that. It's stunning. Look at this architecture. It's amazing.
One experience you cannot miss when you're in Jaipur is the morning flower market.
Good morning from Jaipur, India. I got up really early this morning, but totally worth it to come to the flower market that happens every day. This is when people lay out the flowers and others come and buy them, and it's definitely something that you have to do when you're in Jaipur. Come around like 6:30, 7 a.m. because that's when all the action begins and you don't want to miss it.
Located in the heart of the city, this bustling market is filled with marigolds, roses, and jasmine blossoms, freshly picked and ready to be made into garlands for temples, festivals, or special events. Right beside the flower market is the vegetable market, equally chaotic, beautiful, and interesting. Early in the morning, vendors set up colorful stalls filled with a variety of fresh, seasonal produce, everything from tomatoes and eggplants to exotic items like bitter melon. The market is a feast for the senses, with vibrant colors, the scent of fresh herbs, and the lively sounds of vendors calling out their prices. Locals gather here to bargain for the best ingredients. Visiting this market gives you a glimpse into the daily life of Jaipur residents, where food shopping is a social experience, filled with friendly interactions, laughter, and a sense of community.
Today I am doing another walking tour, and this time we're going to be focusing on the crafts here, the craftsmanship, the different shops that Jaipur is known for. It's going to be a fun day exploring the old town, also known as Pink City.
On Vineet's Crafts, Markets, and Food Tour, we dove right into Jaipur's artistic roots, wandering through bustling bazaars filled with delicious local street food, handcrafted treasures, intricate textiles, jewelry, metalwork, pottery, and sculptures of Hindu gods.
This is incredible. Like, the work is on another level. It takes them, for like a smaller size statue like this, 3 months to make. Unbelievable. And it's such teamwork too. There's so many people working on one statue.
The craftsmanship in Jaipur is like nothing I've ever seen. There are artists working the streets at every corner, and their work really blew me away.
Amazing.
I even got to see the traditional art of making lac bangles, a fascinating process that involves melting and shaping lac resin. First, the artisans prepare the lac by heating natural lac resin until it melts and becomes malleable, mixing in colors for vibrant shades. Then they shape the bangles by rolling the melted lac onto thin tubes and wrapping it around a rod to form the base of each bangle. While warm, each bangle is decorated with beads, mirrors, or metallic powders for unique designs. The bangles are then cooled to harden, then polished and inspected to ensure quality and durability. I love how this walking tour took me down alleyways and through havalis that I wouldn't have discovered on my own. And then you end up seeing these incredible artists in action, like these metal workers and jewelers, another thing Jaipur is known for.
Something kind of funny about India is you'll find multiple shops that are exactly the same side by side by side by side. So like all the Ayurvedic shops that sell natural medicines, there'll be like 5 of them side by side. And I asked, like, why? And he's like, because it doesn't. People will just know where to go for that thing. They don't have to go drive around the city trying to find what they're looking for. They know that there's like 5 of the same shops in the same place, and there's so many people here that there's no competition. Which kind of makes sense, I guess.
On this walking tour, Vineet introduced us to authentic Rajasthani flavors. From spicy to sweet, Jaipur's street food scene is a whole experience on its own, and Vineet knows all the best and safe places to try out.
This is called as, like the fried chilies are called as tipore. Yeah, this is like a typical Marwari word, yeah, and any community feast, families, small restaurants, if they're looking out for this, they come to certain shops. This is one of the most important ones here in Jaipur.
Not so spicy.
Not very spicy. मैं तो ये इसमें से खा लूँगा.
How is it? It's very good.
Thank you.
What does it taste like?
A little spicy.
A little spicy as per your taste.
I have some imarti. It's a dessert. It's made from chickpea, and what was the other ingredient?
No, it's lentils.
Sugar? Oh, lentils and sugar, I'm guessing. And what else? Lentils, sugar.
Just that.
Okay, lentils and sugar.
Yeah, it tastes like wheat, but it's not wheat.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's juicy. It tastes kind of like honey. Very good. Now we've stopped for some chai. You can't go a day in India without having a chai. Or 2, or 3, or 4. I think might be actually my 5th, and it's only like 1 o'clock maybe in the afternoon.
So this is like fresh butter, yeah, which is white in color. So it's unpasteurized, but they always sell it fresh. The place is called as GCD, which is the place which also supplies butter to the main Krishna temple here, yeah, because Krishna loves butter. So this is one of those. They normally serve it in two shapes. One which is plainer, yeah, you can add little salt and pepper on that or some sugar, and the other one is with saffron. Why people have so much of butter in these places like Rajasthan? Because majority of people are vegetarian, and milk-based food is a good source of protein for them. That's the reason. So we are going to try laddus, and that too from the Bhagat, which is the best place here in Jaipur. The yellow one is the chickpea flour one. The brown one is the one which is caramelized, like the chickpea flour, caramelized with milk, which is called the doodh ke laddu. And this one is a kaju katli. It's a milk-based dessert.
Milk-based dessert.
Milk-based dessert mixed with cashew.
Mixed with cashew. With silver. Real?
Yeah.
What? Edible silver?
Edible silver.
Fancy. Kind of reminds me of marzipan a little bit.
And lots of ghee.
It's actually not as sweet as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it is.
Really nice. Lots of ghee.
Another stop on our tour was at the Anoiki Museum, located in Amber and dedicated to the art of hand block printing. They also have a clothing store in town, which I ended up buying out because the clothing is incredible.
It's cool to be here to learn about the textiles and the prints, but also this building is a work of art and a piece of history. And this is the color of the buildings you'll find all over here in Jaipur. This beautiful terracotta, and that's why it's called the Pink City. The man behind me has been doing this art, this craft for 40 years, he said. And right now he's making the block to make the print. And it looks super tedious, very intricate, like it takes a long time. And even the way he's sitting, he says that's how he sits. He doesn't sit in the chair. It's amazing. It's so interesting and so cool to actually witness.
After seeing the blocks being made, we got to try some block printing ourselves.
All right, my turn. It worked out.
He'll hold it.
Okay. So I've already been to the Anoiki shop and done some damage because everything's beautiful. And I mean, this is the type of dresses that I got. How could I have said no? And very affordable, so beautifully made. I just got a whole new wardrobe here because this is where you come to shop. I think this is probably, no it is, hands down, my favorite place in the world that I've been for shopping.
Speaking of shopping, I checked out this super colorful and unique shop called the Palace Atelier, which is a museum shop and design studio. The decor and aesthetics are top-notch and transports you to a magical place. Even if you don't want to buy anything, it's worth checking out. Each day after exploring, I loved coming back to my hotel. Jas Villas is a cozy and peaceful oasis amid the hustle and bustle of the city.
I've spent the last 5 days here at Jas Villas and it was such a good experience. I highly recommend this place to stay. It's beautiful, the rooms are gorgeous, the property is gorgeous, there's a swimming pool, the food is amazing, it's safe, everyone who works here is so friendly and so kind. The bed is comfortable. There's no complaints, honestly, and I would tell you. I really, really enjoyed staying here. If I come back to Jaipur, which I know I'm going to, I will definitely stay here again. I recommend it for anybody, any female traveling solo, families, couples, anybody. This place is perfect and centrally located, an easy tuk-tuk ride to all of the attractions, stores, restaurants that you want to see while you're here.
If you've been considering a trip to India, whether on your own, with friends, or with a partner, don't hesitate. Just go for it. It's every bit as magical as I remember from my first visit 14 years ago. India has a way of touching your soul in a way no other country can, and transforming you in ways you never imagined possible.